What was that for?
500k thank yous for all our family members who have helped us reach 500,000 today, that too at the end of the Olympics. It's been truly a remarkable period that we are witnessing at this point, because let us all start before we get to the main thing about the Olympics, which ended for India yesterday. But we are reliving some of the best, some of the worst, everybody's personal favorite of what happened, something that you did not like, the most heartbreaking thing. Yeah. But 500k, what a journey it's been. I mean, if I speak for myself, I came March 23, 2022. At that time, we were 67k. And 2 years, 6 months later.
How many days, Siddharth? Quickly.
Wait. You are including the off days also?
Obviously not, na.
Okay, then it is 910 days later.
Oh.
910 days later, we have crossed from 67k to 500k.
Wow.
And I've seen this platform grow.
Did we do a better pole vault than Duplantis?
Duplantis scaled the heights very easily. He's a world record beater. For us, it's been a journey of lots and lots of hard work put behind, because everybody who's present here and the producers who are behind the camera.
What was it? This felt like a marathon, 4x400. Was this a steeplechase? I
will say we were asked to do a marathon like a sprint. Because if you don't increase the subscriber base quickly, questions will be asked. Now we have legitimacy, like we have 500,000. And who knows, when we do the Champions Trophy and the IPL WTC in June, we could very well have reached the most illustrious 1 million mark. Who knows? So, but this at least has ensured that our family members have immense faith in us.
Yeah.
And because of why we do all these shows, people ask us, why are you online most of the time? Why you are not taking a break? Why you don't sleep? It's because for this particular number that we have, and for all the love that you guys show us, criticize us, appreciate us, all of that. So that is why 500k thank yous, lots of love, lots of appreciation to all of you guys, because at the end of the day, this channel is nothing without you all.
Why don't you do something special today, since we're celebrating? It's a look back as well that we're doing here. But since you're a man who wears many hats, and we know how much you have a liking for Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. There was a mention from one of our athletes only.
Aman Sehrawat.
Aman Sehrawat. Why don't you say a thank you in one of the characters from Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta? How would you do that?
Thank you, Jethalal.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you to all my friends. So I can't exactly say because he speaks broken English.
Okay.
I can't speak broken English. That is the genius of Jethalal. But yeah, he will say one dialogue that he told his wife. Thank you, आपने मुझे पानी दिलाया. वैसा. So in that sense, because he.
So आपने faith दिखाया, huh?
Yes. The faith, the confidence, everything. I mean, I got a message. The first message that I got after I posted the story on my social media was from Austin Kuna. Austin Kuna and Yug Parmar have been with the channel ever since it started. So it was very, very sentimental.
You're sending them biryani? No. Because clearly it's not coming for us.
It is coming for you guys.
It will never come for us. Never.
Your back is broken. Understand that.
But my mind is not.
That has affected your mind also.
No, but my mind is not. And definitely not my
survival. But back is broken, no? Doesn't mean that the appetite reduces.
Oh, no. Mr. Gulati is very health conscious nowadays.
Is he?
Of course he is. सिर्फ घर का ही खाना खाएगा और कुछ नहीं करेगा.
Marriage teaches you a lot of things, but I can't say the same about you.
Of course, it's taught me a lot of. See, as they say, the school that you're studying in, I am the principal. So that is why. But each and everyone, I mean, see, we have to take our oldest member here. I am not the oldest, neither are you, Harshit.
Shivam
and Saransh.
Well, let's bring in.
They have been here.
Shivam, we request you to come here.
Saransh saw the channel being born.
And we'll also request Pawan to be here as well. And Pawan, if you could be
the new and the experienced.
Please the newest and the oldest members of the team.
Yes.
Please.
The veteran here, we call him you call him super senior, right?
Yeah.
Come,
I have
guys,
ultimate
come.
respect for him.
Yes.
Come.
So,
Come.
Saransh has been with the channel ever since day one. And Shivam was here much before me when it was 27k Shivam, when the channel was there.
Yes.
And Harshit, you joined when it was 250k, right?
No, I joined when we were at 123k.
123. Okay, so November 2, 2022, it was 123k, and in a matter of 20 months. That's why.
Huge.
And Sid Gulati joined when it was
I
350.
joined, about 2.5 months back, and it was 250 ahead of the IPL final.
350k, you mean?
350, yeah.
Wow. So, Pawan, you joined us in the Asian Games, right? When we were about 200k-ish.
I think.
Yes. So, right from day one, the whole spread, we have seen the channel grow. For me, it started from March 23, 2022.
And I think, we are still in for a marathon. It's a marathon. It's a long race we are in. I look at it as a number of subscribers and double the blessings. So we're around 500k subscribers. We have around 1 million blessings from our family members to grow. We're not, as cricketers say, we are not here for milestones, but they are important. They give you that motivation, that energy to keep running. We're not taking breaks or maybe sacrificing our offs and doing work in all odd hours and everything. That's for this love and see this channel grow.
Exactly.
But I just want everyone to pitch in here. I loved what Saransh just said. But what is it that Saransh tells us all when he's laden with a lot of TV work and there's some digital work that comes his way? What does he say?
You need to prioritize things in your life. You need to always prioritize. My advice to you as well. Always prioritize things in life. What comes first should be handled first. Yeah. Then later all things can be handled. So I think that is justified, whatever I say, and because of the priorities we have.
It's justified.
You always need to prioritize things first.
It's all been done through trial, error. Most of the time it's done by errors. Some things have been done right. But
you always learn on the job.
We will always learn.
If you don't make mistakes, that means you're not learning.
So we are like Batman. Next day is
we brought
like
these two guys in as well. Yep. Let's hear it from them. Shivam, what's been the journey like for you?
It was fantastic, and I'm still watching that number. It's still going up. Yes, that's give me thrill. Yes, I always excited for some new ideas, new works, and all your guidance and everything. Yes. And our subscriber, thank you so much for this number.
And now mission 1 million in the next.
One of our subscriber comment on this chat, and I see this that he is commenting that now ready for 1 million.
Of course.
Let's hear it from Pawan as well.
Yep.
First of all, thank you all. And this is my first job.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
it started as an internship.
Long internship of 6 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very much up and down.
And
all thanks to Sidvi sir and Saransh sir and Harshit sir and Shivam Bhaiya, who teaches me something.
Yep.
And
but you also teach us a lot, Pawan.
what?
Your dialogues and filmy dialogues. Man, ask him about films. Encyclopedia.
Movie.
I remember this was late in the night. I think 2-3 days back. This was well beyond 12, I believe. And Pawan had pulled off a long day. I know. I was still here. And I gave him a call. He was probably just downstairs in the parking or something. And this was because it wasn't to do with sport, but it had to do with a prominent Bollywood actor. And we wanted to know, we just want to cross-check whether that information was right with us. Because Saransh, as we know, entertains us quite a lot on the desk with some beautiful music that he plays. And we're talking about this one actor. And we're all contemplating whether or not it was indeed that first moment for the actor that we were talking about then, and Pawan gave us that clarification. Yes, indeed was.
Yes.
And we stop right there, right?
Yeah.
Movie was Dil Se, right?
No. Jab Tak Hai Jaan.
Jab Tak Hai Jaan. No, we were actually talking about the movie Dil Se, which Shivam have been behind us to watch this movie. So the discussion began from the Dil Se movie, and then it went on to discuss the actor's life and everything.
But we will soon be putting out a video on Pawan doing a Singham act. Man, oh man, he does a wonderful Singham impression. And especially the FIR scene. Isn't it? He does a fantastic
We'll do it
FIR
right
scene.
now.
Separate video coming
Separate
your way.
video. You don't
Oh,
want
he
to miss
says
that.
he's going to do it when we touch 1 million.
1 million.
Oh no, you party pooper. So 1 million. Tak.
But I want to know from these two that I believe this was the first time you guys extensively covered the Olympics.
Yes.
What is the feeling like?
Roller coaster ride.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel very happy when Manu Bhakar or Swapnil, but very heartbreaking when
It's in the Vinesh Phogat.
Vinesh Phogat or the
Lakshya
Mirabai
Sen,
Chanu.
the Lakshya
It
Sen.
feels really bad, and especially the hockey match.
Germany.
Germany feels really bad.
Yep.
But it's a roller coaster ride, or we are still in the process of learning how to cope up with that. You know? That's all.
Lovely.
Oh, very well said.
Shivam?
Yes, this was this is my first Olympic, and I remembered very well when Rahul sir covered that Olympic in Tokyo. Yes, I was at my home and I watched all those coverage.
And now producing his videos.
Yes, I'm here. I'm doing all those stuff for this channel, Sports Today. Yes, and I'm happy now. And before the Olympic, my gut feeling was कि मनु भाकर का मेडल आ रहा है ना? And he was like नहीं सिफत कौर, I think सिफत कौर. You remember?
Swift Kaur.
हाँ, स्विफ्ट कौर की स्विफ्ट कौर का आएगा यार मनु का. मैंने कहा नहीं भाई मनु का ही आएगा. बैनर पे मैं लगवा रहा हूँ मनु भाकर मेडल लोडिंग है. And nobody was supporting me in that argument, but हो गया, आ गया मेडल.
दो आ गए.
That was not once but twice.
Just as Neeraj said day before yesterday, बोलने के लिए तो ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है, but कुछ दिखाने के लिए लाया हूँ आप लोगों को.
Yes,
So,
yes.
That silver medal.
और वो भी दो. Manu Bhakar got 2.
Could have been a hat trick.
Could have been a hat-trick.
But barest to bear margins.
By a whisker.
Indeed. So yes,
That
500.
that was good moment for me when she achieved that medal. And one thing is, I was disappointed with Lakshya
Yes.
Sen, that match where when
Lost
he
to Lazy GM.
lost. Yes, that match. That
Yep.
was my disappointing moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yes, 500k. These are the guys who make it happen. These are the guys who ensure that we go live. These are the guys who ensure that our back end and front end everything is taken care of. So you don't see them much on screen, but they are our heroes, and they are as equal in the 500k journey as we all are. We are only small parts of it. Even they are a huge factor behind our rise. So
And I think one of the areas where I would really like to give credit to both Pawan and Shivam, for that matter even Shashwat also, who is on off today, that when obviously they are producing any of the videos that we are doing, whether it's a live show or any of the VODs that we do or any videos that we put out for you, I think there is a very constructive feedback that comes from all three of them, which to me is something shows that, it's not just the production part, but it's also the analytical part, wherein they do have the ability to chip in with the necessary or the relevant points that are to be made and that should be made. So I really have to credit them for that also, and obviously for showing patience with me.
yes. It's not easy. You have to manage Singularity really well here. You'll get on your nerves. That's why. So yes.
I am being kind enough to respect you.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Doesn't show though.
Hey, tomorrow, day after, he'll be kind.
He has to be kind. That is the thing. So yep, that's been the journey for all of us. 500k, August 11th, milestone moment which happened at 6:22 p.m. IST. When we announced 6:22, it's 500k. Yes, it gave us real joy. Now that is our real joy. So
The real joy would be when our boss and Shashwat will be us. With
The whole team will obviously be celebrating this milestone a couple of days later. The whole team will be there. Rahul bhai will return, and Nikhil bhai will return from Paris, and Shashwat will be there. Then we'll be again joining you with the live video celebrating this milestone. But
With a special video.
True.
Special video of celebrating 500.
500k, yes. 300k we celebrated out in the badminton court, if I'm not mistaken,
No,
right?
400K.
300k, 400.
300. We celebrated 400. Again, Nikhil Bhai was out of the country
I think-
covering, I think, the World Cup.
World Cup, T20
Yeah, he was in
World
West Indies.
Yeah.
So
wow.
we waited for the 500k subscriber moment, and then today it is.
Yeah, we could have gotten more, but we could have had some other things. But the rain today it poured all over Delhi and
Still, I think
yeah,
it's still
yeah.
raining.
It's still raining,
It's
and
been the
that's
case
why.
for the last few days now.
Yeah, we can't get some things here which people wanted, but we'll get that for some other day when the whole team is here.
Yeah.
So that's about it. And the Olympics, wow, what a roller coaster ride it has been. Roller coaster indeed. I mean, from 26th onwards until 13th. I'll count the Olympics to be here only on 13th.
Yeah.
With the Vinesh Phogat situation that is there.
Still,
we'll come to that, but most memorable moment number one, let's start from Saransh. What was your most memorable moment in the Olympics and why?
It's a very technical thing that I noticed, and yesterday we were discussing, and I was saying, that match against Great Britain, India men's hockey match, it was penalty shootout, and it was Lalit's stroke, Lalit Upadhyay's stroke. Lalit was taking, I think, third stroke for India.
Yeah.
And unlike others like Herman and everyone, they took their strokes, they went around goalkeeper and took in a comparatively difficult way.
Yeah.
But Lalit, he went on and smoothly pushed the ball into the goal. That was a very small moment, but that caught my eye, Very smoothly, he just, in front of the goalkeeper, he pushed and he came back and just stood there. So I think that was the most memorable moment for me in this Olympics. Obviously, there were a couple of heartbreaks, and obviously there are more heartbreaks than the good things to celebrate. But then again, that was the moment when I realized, it's not always big names or big players or big things that need attention. Sometimes the smallest of the push takes your heart away, and that was the moment for me.
Lalit Kumar Upadhyay's penalty stroke. What about you, Harshit?
Before I chip in, Pawan tells me that he wants to make a quick point about his one memory from the Olympics. What is it that you saw, and it is something which will stay with you?
The second bronze medal of Manu Bakar.
With Sarabjot.
With Sarabjot Singh. Okay, that's your most memorable moment. Okay.
What about Shivam? And I believe
For me, that Shrijesh, when team lifted him and that pole thing, that was a great
He went to sit on the top
On
of
the top
goal
of the goal
post.
post.
goal
Yeah.
post, yes.
Yes.
And that medal also, hockey medal.
Hockey medal. What about you?
it's a difficult pick. You guys feel free whenever you want to be chipping in, or you want to be sitting there, wherever. Completely up to you. Or sit here, wherever way you're comfortable, huh?
Thanks.
Because you've been standing for too long.
Thank you.
All right. Why don't you say bye to everyone in case you're leaving?
Yeah,
Say bye to
please.
everyone.
Guys, please show us more love and keep us busy with some comments and all the love you are showing. Thank you.
All right.
Well done, Pawan. Well done, Shivam.
Tell them you'll be back when we cut the cake as well.
Yes, we will definitely. And thank you so much for this number. And keep supporting, keep subscribing. Sports Today is your only
Only
channel,
destination.
which bring you everything,
For all things sports.
all about sports. Yes.
No, we can contribute much more than sport, right, Shivam?
Yes.
You should follow Shivam on Instagram. He is a real entertainer when it comes to sharing reels. He will share some reels with you also.
Big Diljit Dosanjh fan, by the way.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yes, huge fan.
Huge fan.
So follow Shivam for more Shivam Giri.
Indeed.
Thank you for
indeed.
the support.
All right.
Keep
Shivam.
support.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
So memorable moment, Harshit, for you in this Olympics?
Just Indian context, or are we talking overall?
Any. Well, it can be anything.
Talking about 15-16 days of Olympic action, it's actually a difficult pick, and I didn't come prepared. Honestly, thinking of just
Something on top of your
counting
mind
on
also.
one. If I have to say again, you pick the best moment. You look at something groundbreaking. Unfortunately, though, for India, there wasn't much much ground being broken this time. It was, I think, the one thing I'm probably not forgetting is that Arshad Nadeem throw.
Oh, yes.
I think the Olympic record, and I loved his psyche, I loved his mentality, because as he went in for the last throw, the medal was anyway sealed. Now knowing that it's like a dead rubber of sorts, it won't make any difference. The medal was sealed, that to the gold. The guy slams the Olympic record once again.
91.79.
So I think that tells you the mindset of an athlete, and that is elite mentality if you ask me in sport. It's like knowing that there's, it's like finishing things off with a six, as much as we like in the game of cricket. But not only are you doing that, you're sending the ball out of the park. It was that level to see that from Arshad Nadeem, and I loved his mentality. That's the mentality, I think, of a top athlete. So I loved that, and I think this is going to be something that I hopefully will remember going forward as well. The other thing, though, if I can make a second mention over here, it comes from the same sport, it comes from the same night that I'm talking about, the 8th of August. That regret in the eyes of Neeraj Chopra. I think the body language, the regret that I saw in Neeraj's eyes, I wish more and more athletes felt that way or were that passionate and didn't take a silver medal or a second place finish with a kind of glory at times that gets attached to it. You're always aiming for the best, and those eyes of Neeraj Chopra, I think, I've not seen that side of Neeraj Chopra. A Neeraj Chopra who was disappointed finishing second. A Neeraj Chopra who we clearly saw for the first time in his life was a little rattled and unhappy with himself for the champion that he is. He still has to be holding his head held. He still has to be holding his head very, very high. But regardless, that mentality from him as well, the desire and the urge to be wanting to be the number one for the Indian team, for the Indian contingent. I wish this is something infectious. This is something that the others catch on as well. And I think there was a big message there from Neeraj Chopra over there.
Okay. So for me, it's a joint first. I have two instances here. One is obviously PR Srijesh bidding adieu to hockey in the most brilliant fashion. To be very honest, I still remember in Tokyo 2020, the way he celebrated the bronze medal win over Germany was by perching on the top of the goal post and then I think spreading his hands like this. And then now Paris, I think his celebration was more towards his lied down with his face and hands pointing towards the goal post. I think these two things will probably stay with me for the rest of my life, these two images for that matter, because Srijesh's career of hockey went for 20 long years, for 2 decades, and it was a constant struggle from being basically India's primary goalkeeper at a time when Indian hockey was not really doing well and probably fans did not even know much about him or the Indian hockey too, to being a 2-time Olympic medalist irrespective of the color of the medal. I think hats off to his journey. And secondly, I think it's more of a journalistic point of view because I think for me and obviously for all of us also, it's about reading between the lines or hearing between the lines of all the interviews that we do or we listen to. The way Manu Bhakar, presented herself after winning those 2 medals, it clearly shows that, as we say in Hindi, कि लंबी रेस की घोड़ी है. That's the point.
Yes.
कि वो वाली एक point आएगा कि आपको
the legend will grow.
Yes,
she's in for the long haul.
And obviously, you cannot celebrate or you cannot stop after winning. You get the satisfaction winning a bronze.
They weren't those massive celebrations.
And this
That's
I'll
the
say
point.
for all the athletes that have won medals, for all 6 of them. They all were saying, we came here to change the color of medal.
Yes.
Our medal. Hockey team was saying because they won a bronze in Tokyo as well, they were eyeing a gold. Nothing else. Even Aman Seravat said, his hostel room picture, there was a gold medal picture there.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yes.
So it was, the mentality was good, and as Harshit rightly said, how many times have you seen an athlete, apologizing to the nation, to the people around for winning a silver medal? He said, sorry, इस बार नहीं ला पाया और इस बार national anthem नहीं बचा, but next time. So their journey for the LA Olympics began the day they won the medal, and the very next minute the journey was there. The hockey team was saying, for the next Olympics we are very pumped up. They performed like champions throughout the tournament. Apart from that one game, They've defeated Australia 3-2 after 52 years.
Lost to Belgium in a close encounter 2-1.
2-1. Germany, that freakish of a third goal that went through deflection. So that was, but I think they played like champions, and I'm very happy. And all of us wanted to see, we touched the record medal tally in Tokyo. We wanted to see more medals than that. We fall one short of that. But I think LA
we might just equal it come Tuesday. You never know.
May not be. But I think this Olympics have laid a very strong foundation for what we can witness in LA.
Yep.
These new throng of athletes, Manu, 22-year-old, Lakshya, 23-year-old. We might very well say them winning some couple of golds in the next Olympics.
With Manu, the best thing that I realized was that despite of achieving that legendary status in shooting, something that has never been done in the history of Indian sports before, in Olympics to be very honest, despite of winning those 2 medals, there was this humbleness, there was this composure that okay, I know that I have achieved something good, but it's important to keep my feet on the ground and make sure that the color of the medal changes come the next Olympics. It could be gold, silver, but then the hunger to have that and the composure to maintain that humbleness, I think that stood out for me.
Yep. For me, the most memorable moment, I mean, it can't get any bigger than that, was how do you feel when a streak gets over? 82-0.
Oh,
when Vinesh defeated Yui Sasaki. I mean, look at it. That girl had not lost to anybody. 3 losses, but that too as an amateur. When she was in the 10th grade.
in her international career, she has never lost.
Never lost.
82.
She swept Tokyo without having lost a single point. She ensured she never lost a point to Vinesh. 15 seconds to go.
Last.
2-1. I mean, Sasaki was leading 2-1, but Vinesh took that grapple hold and pinned her, and she went back. 2 points, 82-1. The way how she celebrated after that, you could very well sense that she was determined.
That picture, that iconic picture of hers.
She was in tears lying down.
Because she had overcome one of the biggest obstacles that was there in her quest for glory. True. Number 1. But that also is my biggest disappointment. For the first time in India, we all understood what truly barrister of margins mean. 100 grams. That will forever remain the ultimate regret. Even if you get a medal, if you don't get a medal, that will still be a regret. Because see, it kind of rings like a very hollow feeling. Okay, I never got to participate in an Olympic final. I mean, imagine if she had won the gold and she was favourite to win the gold, she would have become the first woman in Indian history to won an individual gold. Others have won individual bronze, individual silver, but individual gold. Man, it would have been path-breaking, considering where she had to come from, looking at the circumstances. But at that point in time, my regret was this, can't our sports sciences and our food scientists have done anything better? Why do wrestlers have to go through this torture? Aman Sehrawat had to lose 4.5 kilos in 10 hours.
Yeah.
This is insane. Sarah Endelbrecht, the female who won, the wrestler who won the gold, she said, my sports sciences ensured that I had to maintain the weight. It took her 2 years to maintain it. But Vinesh didn't have time. Because of the structure, because of the way how the system is, because of whatever happened outside of the mat in Jantar Mantar, it robbed her of time. She just had 3-4 months. And in the lowest weight category, everybody will tell you it's very difficult to maintain because you eat even slightly, you will gain.
She usually operates in the 53 to 55 kg.
That is her natural weight.
That's a natural weight. That's how she is.
We were very...
Also again, so that was rather complex as well because Antim had won the 53 kg quota.
You can't hold that against Antim.
Exactly, you can't. You absolutely cannot. You absolutely cannot.
Yep.
So she had to find a way of getting to the Olympics, right? And she participated. That's where the perseverance of Vinesh also has to be brought into the picture because look at this. This very year in the span of 8 months, she's fought in the 55 kg nationals. She's competed in the 53 kg category and she competed in the 50 kg category. So look at the weight transition that she would have had to go through.
Although there is a loophole, but I'll mention it later at an appropriate time, not at this point. But because we are celebrating Vinesh and also getting her disappointment also.
You know, yesterday I was listening to one of the Sakshi Malik's video. She was doing this show with the broadcaster. The day Vinesh was disqualified, she did a video and she explained the whole process of weight cutting and how wrestlers had to go through. So she said, this is the most horrific thing that can be done to an athlete, losing a weight just before the night of a weigh-in. We want our hands and legs to be chopped off rather than losing weight. We want, because not drinking for hours, not eating for hours, and continuously cycling or running at one point of time, they don't have even sweat to lose in their body. And still, when they questions themselves, why are we doing this? Why? Yes. But then she said, but when you get that medal in your hands and you just realize it was all worth it. It was all, again, she repeated that it's easy to lose your hands or your legs, some of your body parts rather than cutting off your weight just before the weigh-in.
It's
and
she
said, I realized what Vinesh went through when the last option was to take blood out of her body just that 2 hours before her final bout.
And it also amplifies why this is even more heartbreaking. Consider this, 2016, she was one of the most promising wrestlers we had, but then that horrific knee injury.
Rio.
Yeah.
Everybody said her career, no, Olympics, Rio.
Rio Olympics, first round.
Everybody was saying in that stretcher when she was carried off, her career is finished. But then she
resurrected in her career in 2018, Commonwealth. And 2021, she was one of the favorites. She was ranked number 1 in the world, but then she couldn't win the medal. Here she came to the final, assured medal, but then 50.1.
It was also a setback in the Asian Games also, that she suffered a knee injury.
That's right.
Imagine 2016 heartbreak, 2024 heartbreak. Now she announced her retirement. Imagine 2 chances of a medal, and that too in the most heartbreaking circumstance. It can break anybody. That's why I sympathize with the way how Vinesh wrote that tweet. She fought everybody. She tried fighting everybody. In the end, something went wrong.
It's unfortunate.
It's her own body that let her down.
That maybe the rules of the game also let her down to an extent. She offered everything, every ounce of energy, everything that she could have, every cell in her body. I think she dedicated to the sport. Maybe it's unfortunate that the sport maybe could not reward her.
Which is why I think what CAS will do, I think we may have to credit Vinesh then for changing the sport. They may now change the rules to ensure you don't have to go through this kind of inhumane methods of losing weight. Sure, UWW have set the rules, weight categories, so that they don't go the extreme. But I've already seen it's gone to the extreme.
True. Yeah.
Now I think they will want to change the system, the way how it is. Medal, I've always been saying from day one, it looks difficult, but not impossible. Looking at the way how the CAS verdict has been delayed over and over again. 3 times now extension has been sought, 3 times it's been given in our favor. So that is why I think changes are welcome.
And it will be a landmark decision. If the medal comes, it will change the sport forever, the rules for sport forever. You can imagine, Vinesh, at the end of the day, she's a human being.
Yeah.
Taking out your blood just to lose a couple of grams of weight, cutting your hairs, cutting your clothes short before the weigh-in, that's very inhumane. Obviously, one of the arguments that were mentioned, that because she has to fight the final bout as well. What if, you hamper your body so much that you're not able to fight the final bout just for losing a couple of weights for weighing in.
And it takes a lot of toll, when you're depriving yourself or your body of basic nutrients, basic nutrition, water, as I think Sakshi was saying, or maybe this was just an old interview I was hearing of Vinesh only, that it makes you irritable.
Yeah,
it does.
It makes you very irritable. Then your whole digestion pattern changes, your digestion cycle changes, your sleep cycle has a bearing as well. There's a bearing on your sleep cycle, so it affects human psychology. It physiological changes as well. It induces. So it's not.
Which is why I would want Paris Olympics. The lessons are 2 things. 1, please let sporting federations or with any kind of private capital or anything enhance your food science. Enhance that. And second, ensure you have a sports law expert who knows the rules.
With your
Because even Ritika Huda, she lost out by count back because that opponent, Kyrgyz opponent, got the last point and technically she won the last point. That's why on count back she was eliminated. So this is why my best moment was Vinesh making it 82-1 against Yui Sasaki. But my ultimate, the biggest disappointment for me, 50.1. It's a number that will haunt you irrespective of the result. Because at the end of the day, look at the broader picture, you lost gold. And you are the favorites because you had beaten that American twice. And you had dominated. Yui Sasaki, you had defeated, that was it. Your path to gold was right there. But unfortunately, the
it's
rainbow
just like the
extinguished.
trophy, the gold medal was right there. You just cannot touch it.
Yeah.
Yes. The night she won at semi-final, that final was the next night. We prepared, she'll be winning the gold. It will be historic moment, first ever wrestling gold
Yes.
in Indian history and everything. And the next morning when we woke up, it was all over. She has been disqualified.
I remember. So we had gone late from work that day. I remember. So it was easily around 4:30. I think I remember getting back home, and then I get a call from Siddharth. This is around 12:15.
Yeah.
12-7.
12:07. So yeah, I was still sleeping.
Because when I saw that news, I was shaking.
Yeah, and this came out of nowhere, and I got a call from Siddharth. He's like, "Has this happened? Can you check?"
And first you have to confirm, you have
what
to
is
verify
happening.
double
He's like,
sure.
"Can you please
because
check
I
what is
couldn't go
happening?"
live. I
He's
couldn't.
like, "I really cannot for the life of me believe that this has come on the group. Can you please see what is happening? And should we break this? What do we do? Because this is earth shattering." Just 12 hours back, you were celebrating. It had just been a little over 12 hours, just about 14 hours. I remember around 10:30, our bout had ended. And we did a TV show, we did everything. We were all in celebration mode. You slept thinking, okay, there's a silver sword and
Hockey team was playing semi-final that day. There were 2 goals, 1 goal and a couple of later.
Exactly, and then those
I aged 10 years when I saw that update. I aged 10 years.
That
It was like a nuclear bomb had been dropped to the Indian contingent.
And initially, everyone of us were not able to understand what has happened.
and 100
Weigh in
grams.
100 grams, 150 grams, lost 2.7, 1.7, 1.9. Figures was changing, and finally it was, she just lost out on weighing by 100 grams.
100
She was
grams.
given a 15 minutes grace period, but at that time, sweat was not left in her body to lose.
A
There was
little
nothing.
over 50 kgs. That was the thing.
That's
a little
the thing.
over 50 kgs.
That's why forever this Paris Olympics I'll associate with this number, 50.1.
But yeah, one of, I think, my biggest disappointments was Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty losing in the quarterfinals. I think they were clearly the medal favorites.
Yes.
Like we had all...
Like
had
how
them
Neeraj
in our
was a
list,
guarantee,
Yeah.
Satvik sir was a medal guarantee. We had all
Very much a
stated.
guarantee that they would win that medal. No, not mentioning it, whatever would be the color of it, but losing them in quarterfinals, I think it was a massive setback because their form coming into the Olympics was superb. They had won almost everything for that matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big disappointment.
And that too through an unseeded Malaysian pair. They were unseeded.
Aaron Chia and Sui Wik, but then these guys had the better head-to-head against them. But
Yes.
then 3 games they had lost on their trot to the
And
Indians.
let's not talk about head-to-heads because the hockey team will also be saying, okay.
4-1 before this match.
Yeah.
Also, my disappointment was Lakshya Sen. 3 game points.
In 2 games.
In 15-9 you were leading, and second game 7-1. So I always say, we have discussed
Axelsen
it.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have discussed it a couple of times upstairs. If you have won that first game and you're up by 7-0 in the second game, that's a different level of confidence. But unfortunately, you lost first game, 3 game points, and then you lost a lead of 7-0 and you lost the game.
You
I'd say-
were 60, you were 20-16 up, you lost 6 points.
You
But
might have very well defeated the gold medalist Victor Axelsen in that game.
I would have also picked Lakshya Sen only, and I won't sort of give him that leeway here that okay, first Olympics, 22-year-old, and see, there's a 21-year-old as well playing in the Olympics, and he won you a bronze medal yesterday night.
Yeah,
So
Aman Sarao.
it's just about being in that moment, having that sense of confidence in yourself. And after where he found himself, Lakshya Sen 3 game points in the first game. And then a 6-7-0 lead, whatever it was, in the
7-0.
second game as well.
7-0.
Really, you fell from being in pole position. But since Saransh already mentioned that, I must say my disappointment comes with the archery contingent.
2.4 centimeters. Dheeraj Mohammadevara.
The archery contingent.
Before you go on, I'll just sum up India's archery thing that has been in the Olympics for years now. It's very harsh saying this, but they have been perennial underachievers.
They are world champions in respective
This is the
categories,
best, you know,
in mixed
Agreed.
teams and
In Olympics.
individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
they have been world
Olympics.
champions
See,
winning
I think
competitions.
archery was your second biggest contingent after shooting, or just the
Yeah.
same. No, maybe the third. I think athletics made up for the most.
29 in athletics, 21 in shooting.
and I think the third was then
13, I think, in archery.
archery.
You
13
came
or
very
14.
Let's
close
not-
to winning a medal. with
Exactly,
Dheeraj, Vama
and
Devara and
Dheeraj
Ankita
Ankita
Pakkal.
But again, we come from a generation now for like 3 tournaments now, for 3 Olympics. You can say that, you know, every time you went in, you felt that okay, CWG medals are coming, championship, Asian championship medals are coming, and there is something here for India. There is something, and you had representation in all categories as well. It doesn't happen very often that you have representation in all categories of a particular sport. So that gave me a lot of confidence, and there are certain names that have in archery become household names as well. But even then, it was a big disappointment. I know Dheeraj came very close, but at times he didn't get the right support as well. And I think some of these athletes, as Deepika Kumari herself admitted, that perhaps I freeze, perhaps the pressure of the Olympics does get to me. So, and we know there is so much that archery is very close to us as well, for all mythological reasons as well. It is something that we all as kids were raised, you know, hearing stories from Indian mythology about archery, and we it is part of the culture over here. So it's a big disappointment when you see a sport that is culturally so attached and close to you that you're not able to, on the biggest sporting stage, get a medal over there, and you've never done that. So it's a big disappointment.
Before we take the comments, my last disappointment was Shrija Kula.
Oh,
She
table
was
tennis.
table tennis against the world number 1
Twice.
Sun Ying-sha. Twice 5 game points, second game 6 game points. You could have very well dumped the world number 1 out. But as we know, China have achieved the sweep in table tennis across.
Across
everything.
category, across. Mixed, doubles, singles, everything.
Yes,
But you know,
team,
there's-
And
everything.
Korea, I think, have done
Swept
the
archery also.
There's also, you know, one of the moments that I really liked, you know, after Aman Sherawat, you know, won that bronze medal in wrestling. So when they were when he and his coach were giving that interview to Nikhil Nas, you know, I would really recommend everyone to just watch it. There was a question. There was a point wherein his coach said that Aman बचपन से ही he is used to exceeding expectations. मतलब हम उसको ट्रेनिंग में अगर बोले कि तेरे को अगर 100 पुशअप्स मारने हैं तो वो 100 से ज़्यादा ही मारेगा.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I think this was a very highlighting part also.
Yeah. So the first comment that comes is from
Arre,
Manoj.
arre. This is
Congratulations, my sports knowledge increased after following your videos. Thank you so much, Manoj. That's
And
what
by
we strive for.
your hair, do you really mean only Siddharth Vishwanathan or everyone?
Sports today.
Your videos.
Your videos.
Channel
You,
videos.
us.
collective now.
Collective. I know. You are the Gulati. I'll send you home one day. Daniel M.
He really did sound like a principal right now. He called himself the dean, you know, school, college, the dean and the principal tell you go back home.
Don't argue with me. I'll send you home.
Don't argue.
I know where this is coming from, by the way, because he recently attended a parent-teacher meeting.
Oh, don't ask me about that.
Parents. Bring your parents tomorrow.
Gulati, he's already getting treatment, so let's not go there anyway.
Yeah.
Daniel M is saying, worst performance considering contingent size?
What was the contingent number in Tokyo?
It was 122.
It was
So
12.
this time it was less than.
117.
Yeah, 170.
Yeah, you were 12 short, I think, this time.
Five.
5 short.
122.
22.
Yeah, 170.
170.
So
And this
that-
time I think it was 70 women and 47 men.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
No, ulta.
70 men,
70,
47.
70, 47.
Okay.
Yeah. Worst performance?
I think India. For me.
Yes.
Contingent size 117, 6 medals.
You know, you look.
Is he talking about sport-wise contingent
No,
of India, or
overall.
he is talking about overall?
Contingent size overall.
Overall.
But let's just not, you know, look at the medals here. Let's
We
look at
are-
the number 4 finishes. As many as 6.
Yep. Arjun Babuta, Dheeraj Devara, Ankita Pakat, they were there.
Manu Bakar.
Manu Bakar,
Lakshya
and the-
Sen.
Lakshya Sen, Mirabai Chanu.
Mirabai Chanu.
And there's one more.
One. I had done the video.
Yeah, even I'm forgetting.
Arey, your archery pair.
That would be, I mentioned it. Bhavan Devara and Amita Bhatt.
Your rifle pair, which lost by 1 point to China.
Maheshwari Chauhan.
Maheshwari Chauhan and Arjun Singh
Naruka.
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 1 point to China.
I was watching that one. 1 point.
Yeah.
Mirabai lost by 1 kg. They lost by 1 point. Dheeraj lost by a couple of millimeters. That he hit a 10.
2.7 centimeters.
And Manu lost in that last shoot off.
That was 28-28.
Yes.
And there was also a case of someone missing out on very fewer inner tens, Sarabjot Singh.
That was for the final qualification.
That was for the qualification.
So, the things that we came to know in this Olympics were inner 10, center in the archery. Then 100 grams, then I would say even Nishan Dev, the scoring system, that was a major controversy that was there. Preeti Pawar and Nishan Dev. Not much was spoken, but then Nishan Dev.
We also got to know about, in that Manu Bakar and who's that? Veronica Mayer?
Mayer, yeah. That shoot
Mayer.
off, what was
shoot off, yeah, because she was trailing prior to the last round, but she had 4 hits as compared to 3 from Manu.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that shoot off, it's important that you get more.
Nishan Dev was leading 2 rounds. He started off very well. He was ahead in the round 1. I was watching that game, that bout. Second game, he was there, and third game, and suddenly the decision came in the favor of the his opponent, I think.
But there is no medal for the 4th.
You never get.
We have joined a lot of 4th place finishers. So this contingent size, you look at, imagine if that had gone our way, it would have been 12 medals. But you don't get a medal.
Certain spot.
Yeah. Shubham Garg is saying, worst performer has to be Antim from wrestling and Deepika Ankita from archery. They shot so many 6, 7, 8s, otherwise he could have had bronze in archery. I mean, Dheeraj was shooting like a man possessed.
10.
But Ankita 6 and 7
This
in
rather-
2 rounds, that killed it.
This rather mean tweet that I came across, and I've told you guys about Dheeraj was fighting against
That is
3 archers.
That's bad. See, as Abhinav Bindra in that interview that we have done on Sports Today has said, winning medals in the Olympics is not like you put a coin in a slot machine. It is the most difficult thing to do in this planet, to win an Olympic medal. And who better than Abhinav Bindra to tell it?
And I think Deepika rightly accepted. The pressure got to him. The pressure get on these athletes when they're performing. If we are just 1 shot away, that
And with Antim also, I'll say this was the first Olympics for Antim.
Yes. And even, let me tell you, Antim did struggle to make the weight. She had to do some drastic things. That's why she was so weak when she played. Because that Turkish opponent lost very comprehensively in the very next round. So something was wrong with Antim. But yeah, she didn't do herself any favor with that accreditation fiasco that happened.
True. That athlete that her hand was.
Oh yes, Preeti Daya.
Nisha
Daya.
She couldn't compete.
8-2.
She was leading 8-2.
8-2, 30 seconds to go. The North Korean did it, and that is why Nisha Daya.
Dislocation.
That was heartbreaking.
Still, she got up and fought. Twice she fought. But
that's also a heartbreak. Danush is asking 2027 World Cup or 2028 Olympics? What is big for India?
Both.
I still think if I'm just sticking my neck out and saying if Rohit Virat plays, then 2027 World Cup. If Rohit Virat both, ODI World Cup.
See, but anyway, 2028 Olympics, you'll see cricket there also.
But there are just going to be 6 nations in that.
And you'll, I think, play
T20
not the T10, if I'm not mistaken.
T20.
Daniel M, next time India should assess easiest medal chance events like the obscure ones. China gets gold. Poor countries got more gold mentality, not money. I mean, he's talking about how the likes of Botswana have made a resurgence. Botswana defeated the US in the athletics thing, which is massive. I mean, one of the guys ensuring Noah Lyles is kept at bay. Man, Tegobo, if I'm not mistaken. So, yes, I mean, you have to understand what are our sports by which we can do it and how do we invest. And if you have to look at, I mean, you're talking about the parents-teacher meet that I attended. The prime focus for the school was going to be a sports stadium.
Wow.
But I said, ma'am, schools build sports stadiums. But then if you build a stadium, if you get all the sports in, how will they serve as a connect between whatever sports they're playing with the federation so that your path becomes easier? Because most kids don't know, because they don't know how to go about it from the federation.
That's also true.
So that is a complicated thing which you have to start right now. And I blame the way how our societies and how we are brought up also. If we hit a great shot, why you are hitting such a great shot? You somebody will get hurt, you will break something. Isn't that the thing that comes?
Typical gully cricket.
True.
You are not letting.
I will not return your ball now.
Exactly.
Most of the time it's not returned.
Do you do
Most
this
of
in
the
your
time.
society? I will not return the ball now.
No.
I,
Considering your-
I still go play with the kids and
Nice.
Because, and if you are playing, why are you playing this game? Yeah, you have to go home and study.
Yeah.
There is a very good illustration that comes. In one part of the weighing scale, you've got lots of books, and when you have to play, there is only one or two things. But medal expectations from Olympics, in that one thing you expect a lot of medals,
Yeah.
but in the other there is nothing.
And there's also a very legendary comment that Pradhan Saab ne mana kiya hai yahan khelne se.
So that is why Daniel M should assess, but it comes right from the
Yes,
ultimate
yes.
grassroots level. It starts from school, it starts from the societies that you play in. And in India, I am very sorry to say, most societies in all the major metro cities do not give you adequate sporting recreational activity infrastructure
infra
in
as well,
societies.
yeah.
You deserve that. Only then you'll hone it. Suppose if I want to play basketball, some random person will come in and just shoot hoops, but then is it going to get me anywhere? Can I get it with FIBA? Can I get it later with the NBA? What is the thing? A Satnam Singh will have to go somewhere else.
True,
Yeah.
obviously.
So please ensure that our societies and our schools give you the infrastructure so that you know how to go about it when you enter the bad world of federations.
True.
Okay. So in that sense, Priyanshu, congrats for 500k. Watching since around 50k. Wow, another one of our stalwarts. has
Next
come.
line is
अब
legendary.
बस हर्षित की शादी करो.
यार पहले मोहित की होने दो, then Harshit will do it.
Knowledge is,
Harshit is on TV, Mohit is here today. So,
Sid knowledge is great. Most heated and best debate is between Nick sir and Sid after Virat's 92
That was in IPL?
no, it was in the World Cup.
It was World Cup, yeah. Bangladesh.
And New Zealand.
That Pune game, na? Acha, there was a debate.
Big heated debate.
Heated debate.
Oh.
Big heated debate between me and Nikhil. So, eat your veggies.
Yeah,
Ouch.
close.
Ouch.
He's saying, okay, tata, bye-bye.
He's just quoting.
Yeah.
Sarah Chandra is saying congratulations to you all. I was from 20k
Another
and
stalwart,
50k
yep.
and was celebrated during India versus SA 2022. And proud to be part of this channel. Sorry for any wrong messages from me during this time. Go forward.
Kya sorry, yaar, your family. You can say anything and we do take it seriously. That is why this platform is for people.
Have you ever said this thing to me? That you have
Shots fired again.
Do I have to take you seriously, Gulati, every time? Huh? So that you come up with the quips. By the way, your only major achievement is that you only talked the talk but never walked the walk. Be it in quiz, be it in cricket, be it badminton, you lose.
Oh, what happened in badminton the other day?
He lost, but a good fight though. And in cricket, he can't beat me, so that's the thing. Dark Night is India versus Bangladesh series on. Nothing yet at this point in
Yeah,
time.
as for now, it is on.
It is on.
Yes.
If it is not on, then you may get half points each.
But there is
after
an update regarding the Bangladesh's tour of Pakistan that PCB has invited
Early.
the Bangladesh team to
Early.
join, to basically visit the country early and start their
Practice there
preparations.
only.
Yeah.
Harshit and Mohit, identical twins. Oh man, you can't make out the difference. One, you can only make out this guy is wearing rather informal. That guy wears a blazer every day.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Harshit is here. Mohit will wear blazers. He believes in that anchor role of it. So, Thompson and Thompson in a big way. Yes. Siddharth, Sidvi sir, by the way, I'm also regular watcher since 50k. Hope you all remember. Congrats, 500k. Yes. I do remember. From
Priyansh is asking you, Harshit bhai, तक तक क्या करते हो आप ऑफिस में अकेले बताओ?
Siddharth, when he goes home, he leaves a pile of work for me, which I have to then take
You
care
can
of.
ask your brother to chip in. There's no way that
They are true.
I know.
Early. True.
I know. Two brothers, 4 hands.
The other brother though is busy now, always doing TV work.
You have to tell your brother, get him in line. Work is work. Work is worship here. So in that way. So guys, oh boy, I'm now gonna get withdrawal symptoms from 13th May because Vinesh will still be keeping our eyes
Final
on that.
update, we'll probably have it tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Please, let's move forward, guys.
Yeah.
Let's change the topic.
Let's change the topic indeed. So yes,
The weight of it sounds like an Olympic sport.
huh?
No.
Off camera, please. Off camera.
So that's that.
Yep. And man, IPL, T20 World Cup, Copa, Euro, Olympics. We have done it all, gentlemen.
Two World Cups, ODI T20. I think.
Yeah.
We are going to get withdrawal symptoms after.
Let me say this. It's genuinely been back-breaking.
I know.
Seriously.
I don't need to slip in the rain for that.
Yeah, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
IPL finals, T20 World Cup, and Olympics.
And Copa and Euro.
too.
We've done all time zones of the world
Yeah.
to come to where we are. Okay.
Oh, Priyanshu has a legendary comment.
Gangadhari Shaktiman hai. So Pandit Vidyadhar Gangadhar is here. On TV, Shaktiman is there.
Omkarnath.
Pandit Vidyadhar Gangadhar Omkarnath Shastri. Chalo, so from all of us, from Saranj, Gulati, me and Harshit, it's Baba
And Mohit also, yeah.
And Mohit also. Sorry. Identical twins.
And from Shashwat Balla,
And
and from
Shashwat.
Nikhil Naz, and from Shivam
And
Giri,
Rahul.
From
and
Rahul
from
Rawat.
Rahul Rawat, and from Pawan,
Yes.
there
And
anyone?
500k
and from
thank
our
yous
two
yet again.
and from our two beautiful editors as well, in Samya and
Love. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you. This 500k, all those names that I took.
It's just a stepping stone.
And Shane as well. Even though he's not with us right now,
Yeah.
I see Shane's mention over there, and rightly so. Shane played his part as well in getting us here. So thank you all. It's been delightful. It's been wonderful. We don't stop. Our next benchmark is 1 million, and we'll do our efforts as always. You do your bit.
Of course. Keep loving, keep subscribing, keep supporting, and we'll be back. So bye bye from all of us.